too many cookies! Are we... Oh, are we on? No, can we not start yet? My registration is literally in 2 minutes. I gotta get these classes. What do you mean we have to film now? Live studio audience, that guy can get his package later. Fine. I'll do it. This will wait. Hello, Chapman, and we're back. And we've got some piping hot news just waiting to be reported. So put on your oven mitts, because it's time to go on the prowl.
What you just saw was the intro to On the Prowl, a student-run show on Chapman's TV station, Panthervision. But what does it take to run a television show? It's 11 o'clock at night in the Union, and World of Wings is close to closing time. However, a group of On the Prowl writers are working diligently trying to find the story ideas for their next episode. Tell us about what you do.
I pick up the Panther, and then I look for shit in it, and then I make fun of it. And then I send it to someone who puts it into the script, and then a dude reads it, and people laugh at the dude, and then I tell people, look, I did that thing. And they're like, good job, Steven. And I'm like, that fills the void a little bit.
I'm pretty new to it, but I basically just make up a few jokes every other week, and we put them together. And I liked it so far. At first it was pretty new and I couldn't come up with anything, but over time it's become a little easier and it's become a lot more natural.
There's just so much prime stories to choose from. Maybe something about the re-election, the recent election. I can write about the 3.5 conservative people at Chapman who were unhappy with the results. I could relish the challenge of writing something silly about that house that burned down while also attempting to remain somewhat respectful.
So our writers post their jokes on Facebook, and then we compile them into a script, and we have Andrew rehearse, and then we shoot later in the week.
Hey, I'm Holly. I work as a production assistant on the Prowl, and I have been working with On the Prowl since they started, so second semester 2012. It's been great. I really love helping out, and it's a great experience, and great environment, great people.
Holly finishes setting up the lights, which the producers have invested in from their own pocket, instead of jumping through Dodge College's many hoops to get equipment. Host Andrew Moorhead arrives and the rehearsals for camera begin.
The second term was assured, not even slightly assured. Was assured, not even slightly. There's something about the wording here. As his second term was assured, not even slightly marred by the disapproving glares from the 3.5 conservative students at Chapman.
This side.
What you just saw were the modifications often made on set at On the Prowl, as Andrew does his read-throughs for camera. If something is awkwardly worded, or Andrew feels more comfortable wording them a different way, it gets changed. Next come the cue card rehearsals.
Okay. Action rehearsal.
The votes are in, and Barack Obama's Hope and Change Tour Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, is well underway.
Perhaps you may have noticed that this is the footage from one particular segment about the election. It was written by Steven, but since its original draft, it has gone under the knife many times, so to speak. It was first reworked for the composition of the full script, so it would better tie into the whole. Now, as we saw before, it has been further modified for Andrew's performance. When they are through rehearsing with the cue cards, it's time for the first take.
That was good. Thank you.
Why? Please be more constructive with your criticism.
I love that. Alright, and action.
The votes are in, and Barack Obama's Hope and Change Tour Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, is well underway. Cheers erupted in the student union as a second term was assured. The celebration not even slightly marred by the disapproving glares from the 3.5 conservative students at Chapman.
Alright, in action.
The votes are in, and Barack Obama...
This particular joke was shot 4 times. Multiple takes are usually the result of bad sound. As On the Prowl is unable to check out audio equipment, much unwanted ambient sound creeps in, such as rustle from the cue cards. Cameras are available through Dodge College, but much like their lights, On the Prowl prefers to use their own camera. It is hard for many of the Panthervision TV shows to create the best quality TV shows possible, as they are limited in what they can check out from Dodge. But they all manage brilliantly with what they have. Here is the completed segment as it was aired.
Well, the votes are in, and Barack Obama's Hope and Change Tour Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, is well underway. Chapman erupted in the student union as his second term was assured. The celebration not even slightly marred by the disapproving glares from the 3.5 conservative students at Chapman. This particular election marked a pivotal moment in the nation as well as the lives of many Chapman students, as this was the first time many students voted for something that actually matters. Students turned up in droves to speak their minds and remind America that yes, you are entitled to your opinions, however hilariously misinformed those opinions may be, at least every 4 years. And speaking of global...
These episodes are around 10 minutes long and air on Channel 6 on Fridays with the rest of Panthervision's productions.
Well, folks, that's our show. Now, if you don't mind, I am finally going to register. Maybe only end up with 4.5 credits, but hey, could be worse. Business hold! Turn it off.
These episodes are produced bi-weekly with this many segments and jokes, and each of them follow the same writing and rehearsal process this one did. It takes a lot of time and dedication no matter how small the show. So tune into Channel 6 or join the Panthervision Club.